Okay, so basically, I've got two of my coaches on right now. So I just want to introduce Helen to you guys, and for anybody who watches the recording so that they know who you are. Me and Helen met in the Diamond and Star Diamond Watch group, and I'm really, really excited to have her on. She's a pro at the free clean eating challenges and how to transition those challengers into paid challengers, which is what you guys need to do in order to grow your business. Free groups are great, but we want to take those challengers in those free groups and show them how our programs and our products can really change their life. So she's 53. She's been a coach for almost 3 years now, and 2 of those years she was just a discount coach. So I really, really love discount coaches in the beginning, because I truly think that they are the coaches who completely understand the benefit and the value of the products and the programs before even putting themselves out there. And I think coming from that situation, it's easier for them to really add value to other people's lives, because they are proof of the products for sure. And so I see that with her being a discount coach for 2 years. And after that, she said that she finally decided, you know what, I'm going to go all in. I'm very passionate about helping others eat clean. And she said that she was going to go diamond within a year, and she's done that. And so I think she has a lot of passion and a lot of drive for what she does. And she's going to give us some tips on kind of how to invite to those free groups. What's the process that she uses? What are some things that she does within those groups to get her challengers interested in committing to something, to a program or a product? And then how does she go about inviting? What does that conversation look like once she's taken a free challenger and is putting them into a paid group? So I'm going to let her take it from here. I'm going to mute my audio, because who knows what the little one's going to do in the background. So, but if I have questions or anything like that, I'll unmute myself and stop you. But I want to give it all over to her. And she has some great resources also of some YouTube videos that she's made that are private, that she is going to actually share with us. So she's going to give me that information that I can pass along to you guys. And so I really want to thank her for that. So I'm going to let you take it away, Helen, and I'm going to take lots of notes. So go for it.
All right. Well, as you guys heard, I'm 53. I got 2 daughters, been married for 25 years. I've been out there doing from 54 hours to 60 when I used to work all that time. I was a discount coach for 2 years. I came into Beachbody because of Shakeology, because I needed it for my body. I had a lot of issues that I need to take care of. Then after that, I started kind of coaching, but I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't have the right tools. And I think I made Emerald within 3 weeks, but I didn't know what an Emerald was. Then after that, I let it go because I didn't know what was going on. I just receiving gift from Beachbody, but I thought that was just nice. Until I found myself with a new coach. Something happened that I fall into another coach, which is Jace Lundgren. I don't know if any of you guys know her. She's from Team Lift. And so she took me in. That was in July when I went to Summit. Summit changed my life. So if you guys have not gone to Summit, I advise you to do it, because that is going to be the best thing you can do for your business. Okay. Even as a personal, you grow so much and you come out like, oh my God, I'm so pumped up, and you're ready to do everything that you need to do. So in August, I started coaching, and then I started hearing about a lot of stuff that I didn't know what they mean, just like anybody else. I was there just like you. Don't think that I just came up and I just made it. No, I've been there where you guys are, so I know how it is. So one of the things that I did, the first thing is that I said, okay, I see all the people going up the stairs, so I said next year I'm going to be like them. Okay, so I went to Superstar Boot Camp, and that was, I think, in March. I don't remember. And by June, I was a diamond coach. Now I'm working on my 4 stars. So, anything that you want, you'll be able to do it. You just have to believe, and you just have to have the energy to do it. Now, I always said this. I don't want to hear excuses, because if you have excuses, you will not make it. I didn't sleep. I stay until 3 o'clock in the morning, working, making connections, and learning, and using the resources that my coach gave me. So you probably have a whole bunch of documents on your group. Go in there, research, learn, ask questions, Google, go to YouTube, follow other coaches, and that's going to help you. So going into the challenge group, I said, wow, I used to like to cook, so let me change my life. So I started cooking clean, and I discovered clean eating challenge. And I said, I'm going to be the best clean eating challenger in the world, And I researched it. I watched the video. I looked for all the materials that I can get in my hands. And I just went ahead and give it my flair. Now, I'll tell you what, clean eating challenges, free clean eating challenges are great for when you start, right? For your first thing. Why? Because you are going to get your stories. That's what you need, your credibility. So after your first time, your first clean eating challenge, that's it. Why? Because you're going to evaluate yourself, and that's how everybody's going to look at you, and they're going to think, oh, I just go there and she gets me the recipe, like that miracle that people think that you have on those recipes. And after they snatch the recipes, they're going to go away. So when I discovered that, I said, wait a minute, I have to find a way to change this. So I discovered that they had the $29.99 sample pack, and I changed it. There was no more free clean eating challenges, because you don't get anything but stories. But you had it on the first one. You don't need any more. You practice and you do all that stuff. So my next challenge was 7-day Shakeology clean eating challenge, which means if they didn't want to purchase that, they could not be in the free on the clean eating. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it gives them time, the opportunity to try the Shakeology. And when they try it, they're going to love it, and they're going to stay with it. Another thing that I did is I created my recipes for the, for the flavors. Because usually I was one that I said, oh my God, how can I drink this? This is awful, because I didn't have the right mix. So if you want to be successful, you have to create recipes. I can share mine if you guys are interested. For example, the green berry. Nobody likes green berry. I love green berry. Okay? And I created my first recipe because of that. And I call it the Beauty and the Beast, because it is a beauty, but it's a beast. Okay? So what you guys need to do is this. You go ahead and get your post, and you put it out there. And I am assuming that you guys are posting. You are present in your social media from the morning 8 to 9. You guys know all that. 3 times, during the day, maybe sometimes more. Oh, a little tip that I can give you for those that have kids and they have a lot of things going on. I usually schedule my post with Postcron. I don't know if any of you know about that one, but it's the best, because you can schedule in your groups, in your challenge. Even my clean eating, I do it with that one. So if I'm away, I don't have to worry about it, because it's just going, okay? But my sauce, my main post, I do it myself. Don't schedule that. You have to do it yourself, okay? So you get your post, and you have to put a number 7 really big. And then one thing that helped me is this. When people hear free, they thinking, it's not really free. It's too good to be true. She's going to trick me. She just wants me to buy something from her. So what I did, I put $39.95. During those days was $29.95. That's how long it's been that I kind of used to do the free one. or the Shakeology. So you do that and you'll be surprised how many people, because they know how much they have to pay, they're going to approach you. Now, don't be disappointed if you put your post out there and you don't see anything going on. Give it a time, okay? Post again, post again. I advise you to get a friend or your success partner or something like that and cheerleader each other. And that's what I call, because, you know, like my friend posts and I go and I set something or I do a little cartoon and then she goes ahead and she likes my cartoon and then I go and I make another emoji. What that's going to do is help you to keep your post going so it doesn't die. So from my other Clean Eating challenges, I got cheerleaders too, which I develop into coaches. Okay, so you give them responsibilities so that you can have coaches. And you know that you can see them right away. You know right away when they're going to be good, you know, good coaches. So get your posts. Now, don't do any free anymore and continue everyday posting. And it depends on how you put it out there. You have to let people need you, okay? Don't go like, oh my God, I'm going to post my thing and let's see if somebody goes ahead and says something. No, you have to believe. That is a major thing. When I post something, I believe that the whole world is going to go ahead and contact me because they need me. So if you already go with that, it's going to be easy, okay? Then one of the things that I do is on my Clean Eating, I video. I welcome people with a video, okay? They get all excited, you know, I do it at night, so when they wake up, I'm there, and I give all the instructions to the group. I write it down and I download, but I tell them what I expect. So if you want to have a successful Clean Eating challenge, you have to be engaged in there. You have to make it that they want to be in there, that they're happy. Sometimes, like, I think it was one of the time, like, for example, in my group, I don't know if you guys remember Rihanna, one of them. I don't watch that much TV, but she did something called a doobie. So you know what I did? I got up in the morning because I have problems, like if I'm going to work out and my hair gets all curly, which I don't like. So that's what I did in front of the camera, and I did it live. And I said, how many of you have issues with this? And everybody just came up. Oh, you speaking to me? Oh my God. So these little things you got to do. Another thing that I do in my Clean Eating challenges is that I cook for them. I really do. Okay. I do give them a recipe that I have for raspberry or strawberry jam, which is fresh. So I teach them how to do it. I do make the bars, protein bars too. I have my recipe and I have my video and I put it in there. Plus, I have my cheerleaders that for them to be guided, they're the ones that are going to be the first one to post their breakfast. And I'm going to ask them, how is it? And all that stuff. So you create motion in there and everybody's going to want to be there because what is going on in there, you know? And then they talk to other people about what you do. So your presence in the Clean Eating has to be, you know, it can become like really boring, you know, and like post your thing and nobody listens to you and they're not posting their pictures. That's because you have not tell them what you're expecting them to do. Don't give them a choice if they can wait themselves or not, or to send you that picture. That is a requirement. You know, because how are you going to know how they're doing? So anyway, another thing that I done after I did my Clean Eating challenges for free, when I talk to people, when they come to me, they're interested on the challenge. I know I had said that is $39.99, but they doesn't stay there. So you got to give them the value. You got to give them the challenge back. Hey, you know, in there, you're getting only 7 days, but if you're going to continue with me, you need a 30-day supply of Shakeology. Send them the video because they need to know what the product is and what it's going to do. Give them your story. send them your picture, what this has done to you. You have to know the product and you have to love it to be able to sell it, you know? Plus, let me tell you something. If you do not provide the tools, how are they going to do it? After they do 7 days, they lose the weight, but it's only 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and they will go back, get the weight back and more, and then they will come back and try to do it again because they think they're going to survive doing clean eating. But that is not what you want. So when you talk to them, because when they join, I go to each person and I talk to them and I said, you know, what are your plans? What are you going to do? And I listen to what they like, what they don't like. So for example, somebody tells me, oh, I was a dancer. I used to do this, this, and that. So what am I going to do? Offer size. That's it. You don't need to think about it. Now, I usually like to start everybody with 21-day fix because it's just go right into. Why? Because it has a control, you know, portion and all that stuff. Plus, you can do an add-on, which is the book, The Fixate. You see how easy it is? So what it is, I'm used to building sales. You have to add on things and you have to give the value of the product. And that's what is going to help you. And it depends on how your life is. Like, for example, you know, everybody says that Shakeology is too expensive, right? That is like, forget it. I don't want to do this. That's too much. Well, put them in a challenge pack because they're getting the workout. They're getting you as the coach, which is the best thing that they're going to have because you're going to motivate them. You're going to follow through and you're going to make sure that they are going to get to their goal. And right there, you're building a value, you know? So after you speak to them and you see where they are, you give them, you release them and you give them a time because guess what? You haven't started your challenge group yet. But let me tell you something. On the 3rd day, usually one of my girls, they weigh themselves and they come into the group and they said, oh my gosh, I weigh myself and I've lost 3 pounds. And you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to go ahead and weigh themselves. And they're going to start believing on you. And then the 3rd day, you're going to have to start telling this guy, girls or guys, whatever you have in your group, oh my gosh, I am already feeling it. It's only the 3rd day, but I know I'm going to miss you. And you really have to say this. You see, I live for this. It's my passion. So when I say it, I really mean it. Okay? And you have to start thinking about, or you have to have a plan already, what's going to be your next challenge, because in the middle of the week, you're going to have to start advertising, and one of your cheerleaders are going to be going with you, okay? So that's going to cost motion, okay, because we are chiefs, but you are the pastor, so you have to guide them. So when I said, okay, we're going into, it's almost week and a half of the week, it's going to be time to finish and all that stuff that you can, say. But I'm going to have my next challenge, and it's going to be either 21-day fix or whatever you're going to do. You cannot wait until the challenge is over because they're going to get cold. By the 3rd day, they're excited. You start talking up breadcrumbing that you're going to do the next one. I usually post a video of the program that I'm going to do. I usually have one of my girls ask, what is Shakeology? And some of the other girls are drinking Shakeology and posting, okay? That's when you do it for free, but when you do it with a sample pack, they are going to have it. So what I do is that they come and they post their Shakeology and they tell me how they feel and what has done to them. And people right away are going to say, but I don't have Shakeology. What is that they're drinking? Well, that's when I go ahead and I post the Shakeology video and I say, well, some of the people have asked me about Shakeology. So I place it right in there. See, you don't have to come out like selling stuff. You just have to have your plan. You know what I'm saying? In that way, you have a system, and every time it's the same thing. You can do it with your eyes closed. Then after that, I think around Thursday, that's when I go in a little bit heavier and I say, who's going to be with me? Are you guys going to go ahead and follow me? Because they need you. You have given them something that they believe in you, and then they trust you, and they have weighed themselves. They know they have lost their weight. And let me tell you this, some people do lose weight, some people don't, but this is the way I approach it, like 1 pound or 2, because everybody's different. So if that happened, it's because they just needed it to detox. They might need a little bit more of that Shakeology to cleanse their system in the inside, because some people are really stuck. So I tell them that, did you go to the bathroom? I mean, I'm very real with my challengers. So I said, have you gone to the bathroom? How many times have you gone to the bathroom? Because I know how the system works. I know what Shakeology does for the body. And you have to let them know that you have the knowledge, okay? So I speak with knowledge. Knowledge is power, girls, okay? Don't be afraid. So I asked all this question, were you bloated? Are you feeling more energy? Are you feeling this way? Because psychology does this, and that. So you give a value, and you're going to come out with probably, a lot of times, depending on how many people you have, you're going to have Success Club 5 to 8. You can go up to even 14, because I have done it, okay, from one challenge. So if you want more volume on your challenges, because mine were running between 40 and I had a waiting list of 150, this is what you do. You create a group where when somebody says, I want to be on your group, you put them in there so you don't forget. I'm 53, so I kind of I have to do that. So I created there, and then I'll be giving them tips and little things. That's besides my accountability group and my clean eating group. But if you have somebody comments, somebody says something, even if they have not signed up with you, put them in that group. Let them know, okay, that you're going to put them in that group until they signed up with you, and then you put them in the other group. And that's how I keep kind of all these people that want to be in my group. I make a big deal out of my challenge group after they finish. Everybody has to give me a story, how they did it, how they were before, how is it now. I post it outside. And that's how you bring in people. Another way that I do too for the challenge group is if I had a challenger, I say, you know what, it's good to have a partner, so that you can get motivated. So if you know anybody that wants to do this with you, you will earn a sample of Shakeology. And I give them one of those little packages. I don't know how many of you went to Summit, but in there we get some free little things. This time was the elastic thing and the fat measurement thing. So I just go ahead and send them that, just because they brought me someone. And on. You can tell the other person, if they bring somebody, then they can earn that. Okay, that's a way of getting more volume and more people. Another thing that I don't do is that I don't post everything at once. There's no way I am going to post all the recipes or the menus. The only thing that I do is that Saturday, I think it's Friday night, I put everybody in on Thursday, and then I interact with them. I even put a video in there that watch me nene, just to get them going, because that's what we're gonna do. After they finish, that's what they're gonna do. And then in the middle of the week, I do post another video. I don't know if you guys know Mark Anthony, but I do Mark Anthony in there because it's kind of very Latin, and I'm Latin and I like the noise. So I do that just to keep it, going. So Friday, I'm already at night, I schedule my post for Saturday, the recipes for day one, the grocery list, which I have split up because people go crazy when they see that big list. They go oh my God, I don't have no money. You know what I tell them? that tells me that you're not eating clean. You really need to do this. If you don't have the stuff that is here, you really need to clean, because they're going to come and they're going to tell you that it's a lot of money, you know? So that's how I counteract that. Oh my God, it's too much. Plus, I have, I think, 2 clean eating challenge recipes. That one, depending on who the people are, I lower down like on the prices, on the list. But if they don't have one thing, they can substitute. I have other options too for people that don't like, I don't know, salmon. They don't like salmon, but they can eat chicken or something else. So I have all that together. So Sunday, it is your day when, you see, from Thursday, you have to start training them. You have to ask questions. You got to interact with it. Because if you wait until Monday, forget it. They're not going to talk to you. It's going to be dead. Okay? So another thing that I do is to break the ice. I ask them to post a picture of their kitchen. You know what that's going to do? Well, you're going to see where they're making their food. And if they are buying the food or something else, you're going to know because you already seen the kitchen. Okay? Plus, you got to train them that they have to post. So that's like the first training that they get. Oh, post me a picture of your kitchen. I want to see where you're going to go ahead and prepare your food. And that means you're ready. Okay? If they don't, I approach them on a private message and say, hey, I haven't seen your kitchen. I'm really excited to see it, to see where you're going to do that. And everybody gets excited about seeing everybody's kitchen. Okay? Then you can make a decision on how do you want to do this. You either want to do the 7 days or you can do the 5 days. I do 5 days because there's no way I'm gonna continue on to 7 because it's too much for me now. It's too much, so I cut it down to 5. But you can do 7. But you make the decision. Do you want to do a 7-day Shakeology one and start in there and see how easy people will buy it? And then from there on your second one, you go ahead and do it on your challenge pack. Let me tell you how I do. I don't do, like the clean eating. What I do is I tell them this. You get your challenge pack, and that's going to include 5 days of clean eating. See what I'm saying? It's not that you're doing a clean eating. You're including that in the package. Okay? So when they buy their challenge pack, I send them an email with the clean eating. You can either do it one-on-one or you can do it in a group depending on how many people you have. Now, I usually do one-on-one. In that way, I can continue on. If I have like some Valentine's or anything like that, then I might open house and do it for everybody and do a free clean eating challenge. I only do 2 a year. 2. That's it. Because I cannot work for free. This is my business. When they go to Walmart's, they don't say I don't have any money, but I need to drink milk. You see what I'm saying? They go and they find the money and they buy the milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Your value, your time is valuable. You're taking away time from our family, so don't give yourself for free. When you do this, you devaluate. They're disrespectful to you because why? They didn't pay for it. But when they invest, they do this. It's been like amazing how everything has changed once they invest. So the clean eating challenge you can do sometimes after you have all that practice. But what I do is that somebody comes to me, there's clean eating included in their challenge pack. It's attached to it. I don't do clean eating by itself because that's the whole package. And I tell them this is the price. But one thing that I don't do is that I don't talk to anybody unless they register with me. Why? Because you talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You're already working. Once you start opening your mouth, you're on the clock. Okay? So I tell them, why don't you register with me? and I can put you in my private group, and you will receive little tips and things like that. It's free. You don't have to buy anything, but if you decided to, you're already in. I can't, you know, talk to everybody that contacts me without me having them on my back office, because everybody will leave. We as human beings, once we know what we want to know, we go. So another thing that I can tell you is that don't be afraid, because they're all watching you. They know what you're doing. And you know what? I go and I check on my friends' wall in Facebook, and they post like, this is me trying to work out. That's right there a message to you that they need you. Okay? So I go ahead, oh my God, I understand how you feel. Oh, this is how I was. And I start talking, what are you doing now? Are you doing anything? Are you following something? Oh my God, I need support. I've been doing this so long. You know, make that connection. And then from there, you don't have the whole conversation on your wall. You go to private message. And that's when you engage on connection. Okay? Because believe it or not, yes.
Oh, I was just going to tell you, we have about a minute left. So,
oh my God, no.
I know it goes so fast. So if you just kind of want to like wrap up what you had talked about a little bit, and then I will get those resources from Helen. And if you guys have any questions, I will be more than happy to send those over to her, and she can send us some more information.
Yeah. Any question? Okay. 7-day. Don't give yourself free. Include the clean eating on your challenge pack. Go out there with confidence. Everybody needs you. Everybody needs you. When they say no, it's not because they don't want to. It's because they're not ready. So let them go, and then wait and go back. It doesn't matter how many times they say no, because you know what? You don't. Somebody else is going to get them. Okay? So live your life. Be out there. Post all the time. Tell the people what you're doing, because a lot of times is that we have problems with that we don't go out there and say what's happening. Like, for example, I was almost bald, but Chicology said, yeah. What I'm saying,